Join me as I dive into some of the scariest stories from around the world that are sure to give us all chills. There's something about scary stories that taps into our deepest fears and fascinations, don't you think? Maybe it's the thrill of being scared in a safe environment. Or maybe it's the fact that these stories often reveal some dark truth about human nature. Whatever the reason, scary stories have a universal appeal that transcends cultures and borders. Finding authentic and spine-tingling stories from various cultures around the world can be quite a challenge. You see, the internet is full of urban legends and fabricated tales that are meant to scare, but often lack the authenticity and cultural significance that make a truly great scary story. I've spent countless hours digging through folklore, mythology, and local legends to bring you some of the most eerie and unsettling tales from around the globe. One of the biggest difficulties in curating these stories is separating fact from fiction. Many of these tales have been passed down through generations, and it's hard to know what's been embellished and what's based on real events. But that's also what makes them so fascinating, don't you think? The blurred lines between reality and myth only add to the sense of unease and uncertainty. Another challenge is finding stories that are still relatively unknown to Western audiences. I didn't want to just regurgitate the same old Japanese horror stories or European folklore that we've all heard before. I wanted to dig deeper and find some truly unique and unsettling tales that would surprise even the most seasoned horror fans. After months of research, I've curated a collection of stories that are sure to send chills down your spine. From the haunted forests of Eastern Europe to the creepy, crawly creatures of Southeast Asia, these tales will take you on a journey around the world, exploring the darker side of human nature and the supernatural. Let's start with the Slavic legend of Baba Yaga, a wicked witch who lives in a hut that stands on chicken legs and is surrounded by a fence made of human bones. According to the story, Baba Yaga would prey on unsuspecting travelers, cooking and eating them in her oven. But what makes this story truly terrifying is the fact that it's based on ancient pagan folklore, and the character of Baba Yaga has been worshipped as a goddess of fertility and death. Next up, we have the Japanese tale of the Kuchisake Onna, or the slit-mouthed woman. This story tells the tale of a beautiful woman who was horribly disfigured by her husband, and now roams the streets, asking people if they think she's beautiful. If you answer no, she kills you on the spot. If you answer yes, she removes her mask, revealing her grotesque face, and then kills you anyway. What's even more chilling is that this story is often seen as a cautionary tale about the dangers of vanity and the objectification of women. But the most terrifying story I've come across is the Korean legend of the Guisin, or the vengeful spirits. According to the story, the Guisin are the spirits of people who died unjustly, often as a result of murder, betrayal, or sacrifice. These spirits roam the earth, seeking revenge on the living, and can only be placated by offering them food and drink. What makes this story truly unsettling is the fact that it's often told as a cautionary tale about the dangers of ignoring social injustice and the consequences of treating others unfairly. So, what makes the story of the Guisin the most terrifying of all? For me, it's the fact that it taps into our deepest fears of mortality and the supernatural. The idea that we could be haunted by vengeful spirits, seeking revenge for past injustices, is a truly chilling concept. And the fact that this story is still widely told and believed in Korea today only adds to its unsettling nature. As we wrap up this journey around the world, exploring the darker side of human nature and the supernatural, I want to leave you with a sense of unease and uncertainty. These stories are a reminder that there's often a thin line between reality and myth, and that the things that scare us the most are often the things that reveal our deepest fears and desires. So, which of these stories sent the biggest chills down your spine? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to suggest new scary stories or share your own terrifying tales. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more chilling content, and let's explore the darker side of human nature together.